the people who are here to attend this symposium of anti-illegal drugs.
Some people incorrectly use word drugs to mean only use for substance that produce a pleasurable sensation. The excessive and persistent use of mind-altering substance without medical need has accompanied the appropriate medical use of drugs. Throughout recorded history, some of the drugs that fall into the category have legitimate medical purposes and others do not. See overview.
Effects on drugs. Drugs are chemicals that affect the body and brain. Different drugs can make different effects. Some effects of drugs include health consequences that can be long-lasting or permanent. They can even continue after a person stops taking the substance. There are few ways a person can take drugs, including injection, inhalation, and ingestion. The effects of the drug in the body depend on how the drug is delivered. For example, the injection of drugs directly into the bloodstream has an immediate impact, while ingestion has a delayed effect. But all misused drugs affects the brain. Eventually, drug can change how the brain works and interfere with a person's ability to make choices, leading to intense cravings and compulsive drug use. And it can be a drug addiction.
Today, more than 7 million people suffer from illicit drug disorder, and one in four deaths result from illicit drug use. In fact, more deaths, illness, or disabilities are associated with drug abuse and any preventable health condition. People suffering from drugs and alcohol addiction also have a higher risk of unintentional injuries, accidents, and domestic violence incidents.
Stimulants also offered are psychostimulants or colloquially as APO is an overarching term that covers drugs including those of increased activity of the central nervous system and the body. Drugs are appreciable and invigorating or drugs that have sympathetic and invigorating or drugs that symbolize effects. Stimulants are widely used throughout the world as prescription medicine as well as without a prescription. Either legal or electivity without a prescription, the most frequently described stimulants as of 2013 were listed or recreational drugs.
Depressant drugs. Depressants are a class of drugs that inhibit the function of the central nervous system or CNS. One of the examples of depressant, alcohol, impairs and slow both physical and psychological activity. Other drugs that fit into the depressant category include sedatives, tranquilizers, and anesthetics.
Opium-related painkillers have been used for thousands of years for both recreational and medical purposes. And the most active substance in opium is morphine, a very powerful painkiller, but it is also very addictive. Opium prepared in an alcoholic solution was used as a painkiller. These are all synthetic opiates, which imitates the body's own painkiller. One related example of your painkiller is heroin. Heroin enters the brain rapidly and binds to opioid receptors on cells located in many areas, especially those involved in feelings of pain and pleasure, and in controlling heart rate, sleeping, and breathing.
Hallucinogens are a class of drugs that cause profound distortions in a person's perception of reality. otherwise known as hallucination. Users might see images, hear sounds, or feel sensation that seems to be real but aren't real. Examples of these are mushrooms, acids or LSD, and more.
International human rights organizations, such as Human Rights Watch, have documents that 3,906 suspected drug users and dealers died at the hands of the police from July 1, 2016 to September 26, 2017, while unidentified gunmen have killed thousands more, bringing the total of death toll to more than 12,000. It's an incredible increase when it's considered that in 6 months before Duterte assumed power, only 68 people died at the hands of the police in drug-related incidents.
We have talked about the effects of drugs in our society and what the outcome it makes problem within our community, in our family. I will also include that there is education and try and stay busy instead of going the wrong way about thinking using drugs.
Drug use and addiction cause a lot of disease and disability in the world. Since the effect of drugs on the health very greatly depending on the type of drug and on the way it is used. The public health response to drug use should be proportional to the health-related harm it causes. Drug dependence is a medical disorder, not a lack of power of strength of character.
That's all.